Hi everyone, welcome to Barbie Dolls of the Week. This week we're going to talk about a hot topic, so to speak, and that is boxing or deboxing of dolls. I hear a lot of conversation about that online or on videos, and there's no one right answer, I guess I would say, first of all. But second, I think that some people that I've heard completely debox everything because that's how they enjoy the dolls the most, and they're not really collecting or buying for future value, potential value. They're just buying for themselves, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you look around me and just this one wall, obviously I have deboxed or bought deboxed plenty of times. But I also have box dolls, both here and many other places. So, again, not one right answer, but my personal solution is to do some of both. And if I like a doll enough, and over this 30 something years that I've been collecting, then I try to get her both ways, or him. I've also heard people say that if you leave a doll in the box too long, it starts to kind of deteriorate or become damaged in the box. I have to say that's not been my experience. I mean, I've opened dolls that were in boxes 35, 40 years sometimes, and I haven't had an issue. I'm going to use this lady here as an example. I bought her from one of our fellow collectors, Justin, and other than the rubber band, those are almost always deteriorated. And actually, she's got one that's still sort of whole in this little part here. But that obviously does deteriorate. But other than that, I haven't really had that issue. The one other thing I would mention is certain fabrics like fake pleather. If you think about the Sensations dolls and that white jacket, or some of those that have that fake pleathery stuff, that does, whether it's out of the box or in the box, it deteriorates. But the dolls I've opened that have been in many years, I have not had a problem, so I'm not really sure what people are talking about. I haven't experienced that. So today I want to show you four dolls that I have both in and out of the box, and we'll just compare them, to see what the differences are, because obviously there is fading. I find that when a doll's been out of the box, depending on where she's been stored, there it can be some fading. So this is Diva from Barbie and the Rockers, and she's from the second series. I've always loved these series. Now I notice her hair is a little dry. She could probably use a conditioning of her hair. And you guys know that for years I did not have these kind of stands, and my dolls suffered because of it by sitting a lot. They get this kind of droopy drawer syndrome, or whatever you want to call that. I may maybe just put some two-sided tape on that, and maybe it would hold. I don't know. But that's the biggest issue I've had is, that problem there. But I think for, let's see what year she was. I think this was 86 box date. So, you're talking 96, 2006, 31 years. She looks pretty good. Because I got this doll new. I bought these new at the time, right out of the store. So, no eBay at that time. And she still has everything, I believe. I don't think she's missing any. I don't think this is her original microphone, because I don't believe it was black. Looking in the box, now let's look at this one. Here's, by the way, the back of her hair. Like I said, and hair could use a little attention, but it doesn't look too bad. So here's one in the box, and here's what she looks like. And obviously there are different versions as well, so maybe even a different country. This one is made in Taiwan. I don't know without looking where this one was made. But to me, she does look a little different. Her face looks brighter. Obviously the clothes are brighter if you look at that orange versus this orange. So to me, there are good reasons to keep some dolls in the box. And if you have the luxury like I have over these years of having some of both, then that's the ideal world to me. This way you can have some out to sort of display or play with or do whatever with, and you can have some in the box to possibly sell for later, which is what I hope to do. So a lot of these dolls that you see that I have boxed, that's my plan, is when I retire, I'm going to be a toy salesman, a Barbie salesman. So now let's look at this doll, Crystal Barbie. This happens to be actually the African American version, or what I call Christy. And so here she is out of the box. And if you look, amazingly, now I don't think this one has been out of the box long. I don't remember exactly. Her rubber bands, after all these years, are still, I didn't redo those. Those are the original rubber bands now. I know if I fiddled with them, they'd probably start falling apart. But she looks damn good, doesn't she, for being out of the box. Now, again, has not been out of the box since that time frame. I just took her out sometime in the last few years, I'm pretty sure, when I got an extra one. So, here she is. And then here's the one in the box. Now, I guess that's partially my question in doing this video, is for those who feel that the doll sort of deteriorates in the box and it's better to bring it out into the air or the open. If you would comment and let me know in what way, because I guess, like I said, I'm just not aware of it except in those couple occasions. But she looks pretty much the same. I never had one of these originally, so these are both ones that I got later. Much more recently. Now, obviously, the tape tends to come loose, as you see here, which is no real problem. Ones that are like this, that don't have a real easy open, I don't tend to open and slide them out to look at them. But other than that, she looks pretty. She's got her cameo up here, so looks pretty good. Okay, now let's look at Pink and Pretty Barbie. Now, as you guys may remember, who are regular viewers, I have been lucky enough to come across several of those over the years. Now, this one obviously is brand new in the box. The pink is nice and pink. Everything looks like it's supposed to. No baggy anything, because they sat too long. And you know, that's my issue. I shouldn't have done that, but I didn't realize it would cause that problem back then. So that's why I warn people now, too. And as you see, I have a lot of dolls still sitting. I don't have enough room, and I don't have enough stands. Actually, I just ordered 60 more stands of this kind, the Kaiser stands. So now I just got to figure out where to put them and who to put them on. But that's probably all I'm going to logically be able to fit. So I've ordered now 3 batches of stands at different times in the last year or so. So I think she looks pretty good. I've replaced her rubber band at one point, or at least I think I did that. Somebody did. This one is one that had the, you can't see it because I've tied it with this, but she had the baggie in the front. And other than that, she looks pretty good. The fur part definitely has faded and looks a little dirty, I think, but not, it's just from age. But overall, she looks pretty good, has all her jewelry, and I think has all her pieces of clothing. She has pants under this long skirt. And obviously this one, as I said, has everything, which I always love this box, with all these different looks that you can do with the multiple pieces. So yeah, she looks good, but you know, this was never a really bright pink anything. The brightest part was on the bottom part, and if you look at this one, it still looks pretty good. So, but as far as deterioration in the box, I sure don't see any. So I'm just asking because I don't know what happens that I must be missing. Okay, so last one for today is the famous Dream Date Barbie. Oops, and she just took a dive. So, I think I'm getting slippery hands. But anyway, here's Dream Date, no dents, and a little bit of dust I see. But other than that, I try to keep these dusted, but sometimes when they're on the shelves, it's hard to get to the top until you take them out. By the way, this was originally, I just want everyone to know this doll was originally $6.98 at whatever store this was. Let's see. Oh, Zehrs. I do remember Zehrs. around here. I don't know if it was around where you are. So this is Dream Date Barbie. Here's another one. Now I've got one somewhere that I have had for years. This one is obviously out of the box not too long ago. So obviously she looks great. Looks very new. Right out of the box. You can even still see the rubber band was destroyed on this one. One thing I want to point out is that her hair is a lot darker where the rubber band was, so probably she could use a washing to get that out because it's like residue from the rubber band. But I like it because it kind of holds her hair in place, so I haven't done that yet. And this, of course, is the one in the box. She is, by the way, let's see where she was made, in the Philippines. So there are different versions of these. She looks pretty much the same. And, you know, keep in mind, these are from 1982 or on the shelves in 83. So they're over 30 years. It's just amazing to me what they do look like. And I don't honestly see a difference. So, I think what my guess is what people are talking about is those few things I did mention where you've got that pleather that's falling apart. Of course, you've got some dolls that get the spots on their legs, but I don't know if that would happen. Maybe this is partially what people are talking about. Maybe they wouldn't get the spots if they weren't in the box. I don't know, but it's just not a very many dolls, in my experience, that get those spots. I mean, there's some that do, but overall, I think that's the best way to enjoy the dolls is keep some in the box if you want, or if not, take them all out. It's a very personal choice, but to me, it's best to have some box, some out of the box. So I think that's a great way to do it for me. So everyone, have a great week. I hope you've enjoyed this, and box, debox, whatever you want to do, just enjoy your dolls and your collection. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.